Floyd Mayweather delivered a serious alert aimed at Shakur Stevenson, sending shockwaves across the sport of boxing. Reports say his remarks following a trip to Teofimo Lopez's camp left Shakur's side deeply uneasy. The unbeaten icon wasn't there for a quick courtesy visit. People familiar with the matter indicate he saw elements in Teofimo's preparation that pushed him to contact Shakur with a clear signal: get ready for the hardest bout of his life. Those tracking Floyd's movements say he spent extended periods inside the Mayweather Experience Gym, observing Teofimo as he readies himself for the January 31st clash scheduled at Madison Square Garden. This visit centered on evaluating progress ahead of a high-profile fight set for New York City.
Timing with Floyd after the fight, you posted the picture and all that. Nigga, come on, give us the insight. What did Floyd say? Like, what was Floyd talking about?
He just told me go work. He told me I look real good. He told me some things he want to work with me on. And he just told me that I look real good. He said that guy definitely brought out the best in me.
Sources claim Floyd shared comments within his trusted circle suggesting Teofimo looks terrifyingly sharp inside the gym. According to those accounts, his movement appears unfamiliar, his punches carry a different snap, and his mental focus seems elevated beyond past versions. The message was clear that Shakur must arrive fully prepared, because anything less could result in a brutal evening. That remark quickly sparked heavy conversation online, with supporters and experts dissecting what Mayweather could have seen to prompt such a firm caution. Still, the complete meaning behind Floyd's reported take, along with the reason he felt the need to alert Shakur, continues to dominate boxing discussions as the event draws closer to fight night as anticipation continues to rise.
Some consideration from the judging. I understand how emotional you are right now, Floyd, with your family.
I know it's emotional, but you walk away with a silver medal, which is an incredible accomplishment. Can you take any...
Before examining the surprising claims about what Floyd is said to have noticed at Teofimo's camp, the timing of this alert carries serious weight due to the shared history connecting all three fighters. Mayweather has been associated with both Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez at different stages of their careers, making his reported lean in this matchup especially intriguing for boxing fans. Shakur has repeatedly stated in public that Floyd is someone he admires and studies, shaping his defensive approach while often turning to the unbeaten icon for guidance. Not long ago, Shakur disclosed on the Cigar Talk podcast that Floyd personally reached out to him regarding the Teofimo fight, sharing firm views focused mainly on the business aspects surrounding the matchup.
So, you know, Floyd is Floyd, so we're going to set it up. I'm going to go link with him, and I want to hear some of the things that he want me to work on, too.
Oh, like you going to really spend time out there with him? Like you going to be with him?
I mean, if the best fighter in the world say, yo, I want to show you some shit. Nigga, I'm right there, no question, bro. Like, I just want to be the best, bro. I don't care about, like, all this money and all this fame shit, bro. This shit cool, but, like, for me, it just comes down to being better than niggas.
Shakur explained that Floyd rang him recently and spoke at length. Among his points, Mayweather insisted Shakur deserved the B-side label for the next bout, stressing that belief more than once. That admission makes it clear Floyd is closely tracking how the matchup is framed and sold to fans, which only amplifies the importance of his unexpected appearance inside Teofimo's camp ahead of the fight during negotiations and promotion talks leading into fight week now. Yet most supporters remain unaware that Floyd has quietly built a close bond with Teofimo Lopez in recent months, one far more meaningful than it appears. Lopez has frequently worked out inside Mayweather's gym, and cameras have captured them together many times, including posts where Teofimo likened their connection to the legendary pairing of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant themselves publicly.
I've never seen a fighter with the kind of defense that Shakur Stevenson has. For me, that includes Floyd Mayweather. I feel like Floyd, all respect to Floyd, but I felt like he was fighting guys that showed their punches before they came. I felt like he was fighting guys that were a
person familiar with activity at the Mayweather gym said Floyd holds respect for both men, but has been especially struck by the way Teofimo has been conducting himself recently. According to that source, the dedication, sharp concentration, and visible desire are all present, and Floyd reportedly recognizes shades of his own early mindset in how Teofimo is preparing for this matchup. That dynamic places Mayweather in a unique spot, connected to each fighter, yet his reported caution toward Shakur hints that he may have witnessed something noteworthy developing in Teofimo's camp. Since the bout was officially set for January 31st at Madison Square Garden in New York City, excitement throughout boxing has surged. The clash pairing WBO super lightweight title holder Teofimo Lopez against unbeaten three-division champion Shakur Stevenson stands as one of the most significant showdowns between rising American talents in recent years.
Yeah, I was in the gym with him before when I went to the gym with him, people don't know this. I had went to the gym with him off camera, nobody seen it. And I was kind of like begging him to spar me. And I remember I had a hurt hand at the time. I'm like, man, I don't care. I'll use one hand in there. I just want to get in there with Floyd.
Teofimo enters this bout on a 6-win run following his stunning defeat to George Kambosos Jr., and his recent outings have shown clear dominance. His most recent showing against the previously unbeaten Arnold Barboza Jr. on the historic Times Square event revealed a calmer, more strategic version of Teofimo, signaling real growth in his overall approach. On the other side, Shakur is stepping up from lightweight to pursue the super lightweight crown, aiming to secure status as a 4-division world champion at only 28 years of age. His latest appearance saw him defeat mandatory challenger William Zepeda, successfully defending his WBC lightweight title through a composed and commanding unanimous decision. A large portion of boxing observers believe this matchup has the potential to shape the future of American boxing and settle the debate over who truly stands at the peak of the sport's emerging elite.
I feel like Core is like Floyd. He's like Money Mayweather without ever having a pretty boy era. And so he ain't never gonna be a star because of that. Because you can't just, yeah, he's like Money without the pretty boy era. He don't got the flash. He's not knocking you out. He's just like a great.
A well-known analyst noted that this matchup will distinguish the truly elite from the merely great, emphasizing that while both fighters possess immense skill, only one will confirm their place among the sport's absolute top tier. That perspective adds weight to Floyd's reported warning, implying that one fighter may hold a noticeable advantage that wasn't obvious to the general public. The most striking aspect of Mayweather's alleged insights reportedly comes from what he observed firsthand during Teofimo's training sessions. Sources familiar with the Mayweather camp claim Floyd saw Teofimo complete multiple rounds of sparring and mitt work that left a strong impression on him, highlighting the intensity and quality of his preparation.
You mistake me for Bud.
But
I was cheering for you, bro.
Who you ain't you?
I was cheering for you.
You were?
Yeah, for sure.
I bet.
I wanted you to win so I could be the person who beat you.
What's the issue between you and Bud?
For sure.
I'm gonna give you your first loss.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
I promise you not.
All right, bet.
A gym source who asked to remain unnamed reportedly said Floyd was watching Teofimo work the mitts with his coach, visibly nodding and smiling throughout. Afterward, he allegedly told associates that Teofimo's combination of hand speed and punching power at 140 pounds is intimidating for anyone in the division. These observations carry extra weight because Mayweather rarely dishes out genuine praise, particularly regarding technical skill and training. That he supposedly felt compelled to warn Shakur indicates what he witnessed was extraordinary and could significantly impact the fight. Observers note that Teofimo's development since moving up to super lightweight has been impressive, with his power translating upward while his overall boxing IQ has taken a notable leap.
I don't think none of these dudes is on my level when I'm at my best, so he got a lot to deal with come January 31st.
So without giving up too much, when you look at him as a professional and you see what he's done, the fights he's fought, his style, what is it about him that you are going to exploit?
I think he the truth. He do a lot of things well. I think he flashy. I think it's just some big.
Insiders say Floyd reportedly highlighted how Teofimo has sharpened his defensive skills while keeping his offensive aggression intact, forming a highly dangerous mix. Those familiar with the discussions claim Floyd told his team something along the lines of Teofimo now fights with intelligence, no longer relying solely on raw power. He's choosing his moments carefully, managing range, and when he unleashes his punches, they carry full intent and force. If this report is correct, it suggests Teofimo has developed into a far more complete fighter, posing a significant challenge for Shakur Stevenson. Social media has exploded with reactions, blending excitement and concern, as the boxing world digests Floyd's reported warning with fight night looming ever closer.
He stops that guy from doing everything that he does. And it happened in like less than a minute. My point is, and we've seen this from Floyd Mayweather, some fighters have the ability to just simply stop you from.
One fan posted, "If Floyd Mayweather is flagging Teofimo for Shakur, that says it all. Floyd doesn't give praise lightly. This fight is going to be wild." Another expressed doubt, noting that Floyd is a master of psychological tactics and might simply be trying to get inside Shakur's head before the bell rings, so they weren't taking it too seriously yet. Meanwhile, Teofimo supporters have seized the comments as confirmation from one of boxing's all-time greats. A devoted Lopez fan wrote, "Shakur's camp has been trash-talking like this fight will be easy, but Floyd sees it differently." Even Mayweather reportedly remarked himself that Teofimo looks like a monster in training, warning that reality is set to hit Shakur hard when January 31st arrives.
It's really that time for him to really take his first loss and, me whoop his ass to the point where either he quits on the stool or I knock him out. How I see this fight being played out is with me pretty much setting that momentum for the people out there as well. Not really trying to force for it. However, I can't be too technical with Shakur. You gotta make.
The split in fan opinion mirrors the larger uncertainty about how this matchup will unfold once these two top-tier fighters finally meet. The timing of Floyd's reported gym visit and warning has added another layer to the psychological battle brewing ahead of the showdown. For months, Teofimo and Shakur have exchanged claims online, each insisting they hold the clear edge in different areas of the sport. Shakur has repeatedly argued that his superior technical skills and defensive mastery will frustrate Teofimo and result in a decisive win that leaves no doubt. On a recent episode of the All the Smoke Fight podcast, he said with confidence, "I've been feeling sharp, focused, and training camp is going great. Now it's just about the fight. I'm ready. I'm coming to shock the world."
When I sparred Devin, me and him had sparred. Floyd was at the gym and he was like putting money on the ring and all that kind of stuff. So
Putting money on who, champ?
and he ain't bet on nobody, but he was just showing his money off. And he kind of said he was gonna sign me after that, but I ain't never really like engaged into the.
Shakur also shared his take on Teofimo's abilities, saying, "He does a lot of things well, and he's flashy, but there are some basic mistakes he makes, and I feel like I'll be able to exploit those." His certainty highlights the weight of Floyd's reported warning, implying that Shakur's view of the matchup might underestimate what Teofimo is actually capable of. On the flip side, Teofimo has shown equal confidence, but in a more aggressive, dismissive tone regarding Shakur's chances. Lopez has repeatedly claimed that Shakur's defensive approach won't hold up against his power and relentless pressure, with the size difference playing a key role. Sources close to his camp say his training has been specifically tailored to dismantle defensive fighters who rely on controlling distance.
I think it's a great fight.
Yeah.
I think it's a great fight. You'll really see, because at the end of it, they're both Olympians. They're both multi-division world champions. Teo is an incredible fighter, and Shakur is an incredible fighter. Shakur has a really high boxing IQ and a very. Shakur coming out with I'm telling you, it's got to be a good fight.
A source close to Teofimo's camp reportedly said that Teo has a clear read on what Shakur plans to do. The entire training period has focused on cutting off the ring, keeping constant pressure without overcommitting, and forcing Shakur into discomfort for all 12 rounds. Combined with Floyd's alleged observations of Teofimo's upgraded skill set, it suggests this fight could unfold differently than Shakur and his fans anticipate. Floyd's reported involvement adds another layer, given his track record of providing crucial tactical guidance to fighters at key points in their careers. He has mentored many young boxers, with his strategic input shaping how they approach major bouts. His mastery of defense and ring control is widely respected, which is why Shakur has leaned on his advice throughout his career. Yet Floyd's alleged caution implies that in this fight, Shakur's defensive prowess alone may not be enough to counter the challenges Teofimo is prepared to bring, with analysts noting it will likely hinge on whether Shakur can preserve his defensive discipline under the relentless pressure of a bigger, more powerful opponent.
I've never seen a fighter with the kind of defense that Shakur Stevenson has. For me, that includes Floyd Mayweather. I feel like Floyd, I respected Floyd, but I felt like he was fighting guys that showed their punches before they came. I felt like he was fighting guys that were...
A well-regarded analyst reportedly said on a recent podcast, Shakur has never gone up against someone with Teofimo's mix of size, power, and boxing intelligence at this weight. If Floyd is claiming Teofimo looks exceptional in training, that should concern everyone in Shakur's camp. The analyst went further with a stark warning, allegedly adding, defensive fighters rely on space to thrive. If Teofimo can eliminate that and turn this into a tight, in-your-face fight, Shakur's entire strategy could crumble. That may be exactly what Floyd observed during training. These insights match what many interpret as the core of Floyd's warning, not just Teofimo's raw abilities, but his readiness to disrupt everything Shakur excels at. Beyond the WBO super lightweight title at Madison Square Garden, This fight carries significant weight for American boxing, as two of the nation's brightest young stars collide to determine who truly belongs among the elite.
Floyd compared to Shakur defensively. You see Shakur stands square in front of his opponents and keeps that earmuff defense up here. He does this because he wants to invite his opponents to make the first move and throw the first punch so he can counter. Now Shakur defensively is very reliant on his feet. He hops back forward and front forward in a quick rabbit-like hop. He wants to get out of the way of the punch and he hops right back forward to be able to counter.
The victor of this matchup immediately opens the door to major paydays against top-tier opponents in the division, as well as potentially lucrative fights at higher weight classes. Analysts suggest that if Teofimo comes out on top, it could lead to blockbuster bouts with names like Ryan Garcia or other high-profile opponents as he climbs the ladder. Conversely, a win for Shakur would solidify his place as a four-division world champion and rank him among the most technically skilled fighters in boxing, regardless of weight. Promoter Eddie Hearn, who helped organize the fight, has positioned it as one of the most significant American boxing events in recent years. Holding it at Madison Square Garden, with both fighters carrying strong East Coast ties, only adds to the weight and prestige of the occasion.
Look, just remember one thing. Shakur Stevenson, yes, he has great, amazing skills, just like Floyd Mayweather. I mean, I compared both guys being great. But when Floyd Mayweather faced Jose Luis Castillo, similar styles, almost similar styles, punches and bunches, a lot of pressure.
A promotional insider reportedly said, "This is the type of fight that can make or break careers." Both fighters understand the stakes. The winner rises to superstardom, while the loser faces a long road to rebuild. That's why training has been so intense. In this high-pressure context, Floyd's alleged warning takes on extra significance, since mental preparation is as critical as physical conditioning. As January 31st approaches, the boxing community is buzzing over what Floyd's reported observations could mean for the fight's outcome. Some argue that he may simply be employing psychological tactics, aiming to get inside Shakur's mind ahead of the biggest challenge of his career.
I think that he needs to have his Floyd Mayweather moment. And both the champions are going to know what I'm talking about. That moment that he had with Diego Corrales, where he went and took him apart. And Floyd, you know, some people were saying the same thing a little bit, not as much, but a little bit about Floyd. He's a defensive fighter, you know, he doesn't take...
Others argue that Floyd may have genuinely seen something extraordinary in Teofimo's training, prompting him to alert Shakur out of concern for both fighters. A third possibility is that the warning is strategic, meant to push Shakur to elevate his preparation and approach the fight with maximum focus. One combat sports psychologist reportedly weighed in, saying, "If I'm in Shakur's camp and hear that Floyd Mayweather is flagging my opponent, I'd use it as fuel. Either it's accurate and I need to step up, or it's a mind game and I need to tune it out. Either way, it sharpens you." This pre-fight mental chess illustrates just how high the stakes are for everyone involved, long before the first punch is thrown.
Would Teofimo knock out Shakur? No. Can Teo adjust to the point where he beats Shakur? Yeah. You don't see how? Shakur hates slick and economic boxers. So does Teo. They both hate with each...
What's certain is that on January 31st at Madison Square Garden, all the speculation, warnings, and hype will be settled inside the ring. Whether Floyd's reported caution stemmed from genuinely seeing Teofimo dominate in training or was part of psychological tactics won't matter once the bell rings. Both Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez are elite fighters who have proven themselves at the sport's highest level. Floyd's alleged involvement only adds another layer of intrigue to an already highly anticipated matchup. For now, both camps must stay locked in on preparation, because no amount of predictions or warnings counts if they're not ready when it matters most. Fans are hoping for a fight that lives up to the hype, with both warriors giving everything for victory and boxing glory. That's it for now. Subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on news, highlights, events, and all things boxing, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Until next time, peace.